How are you today? This is Beverly Fells Jones, the Silver Fox of Consciousness, and today I met, I don't even know what to call her. She's the girlfriend of my daughter-in-law's brother. My daughter-in-law delivered a 3-pound 6-ounce preemie, and we had been planning the baby shower, and so the baby shower is coming up, so I met her to find some of the decorations for the party, and we went to a place in Carrollton, Texas called Party City. And if you know about specialty stores, like I know specialty stores, you know that their prices are high. But because they're special and you find something that you want, then you're willing to pay for it. So we came out of there with like $77. But we got some really good decorations and place to put we're getting cookies, not cake, and you know, just things about It's a Girl and all those wonderful things. So then we were looking at cups there, and I went, no, these cups are way too expensive. Let's, you know, and you know, Olivia was talking about, well, we want pink. I said, do we have to have pink, or can we have just plain colored cups? And so instead of just plain color, we went to Walmart, and at Walmart we found some really neat cups that got 150 of them for the price of what 50 of them would have been at Party City. Also looking at, so calling this, you know, thrift shopping with a purpose. So we were looking at those decorations. However, I am the person that I am, didn't want to just spend money to be spending money, because they had, you know, helium balloons that were $5, and if you wanted 10 of them, you know, 3 or 4 of them, it gets really expensive. And we needed forks and some other things. Well, I used to give parties all the time, and so I told her, let me look in my stash. And I did find enough forks for us. I always buy, I used to belong to Sam's Club, or I belong to Sam's Club and Costco, but I don't buy enough stuff in order to always belong. However, I had bought I think they're called Vanity Fair napkins. I like the large dinner napkin, and they're the napkins that you only need one. So if you know what I'm talking about, you can buy the really cheap napkins that are, you know, big thing of them, but they're paper thin, and most people go through 10 of them. Well, with these I think it's Vanity Fair napkins, you only need one. They're big dinner size, and they're heavy and thick. So I got a pack of that, and I told her I have all the serving dishes you want. I got the punch bowl, I've got all those things. So I pulled all that stuff out for her, and we're going to meet this week because the shower is next Saturday. Now, I don't know when I'm putting this out, but this may be uploaded before the party. Anyway, so we went there and we got those kinds of things, and then I left Walmart because right across the street from Walmart is a store called Ranch 99. 99 Ranch Market. I love 99 Ranch Market. I'll put some pictures up of the market so that you can see. 99 Ranch Market is a Korean, Japanese-based ethnic group type market. I go there because there are foods there I've never seen. I didn't realize how many bok choys there were, but I've learned that when I go there, I look for what's on sale. And so this time, and I try to pick something that I've never had before, as well as my favorites. So this time, I got mini king oysters. Oyster mushrooms, not oysters, but oyster mushrooms. Mini king, and they were on sale for $1.29. Now, this is approximately a pound, which is also less expensive than the button mushrooms that we get at the regular grocery store. So I'm going to look them up, see if there's a special recipe, if there's a special way to cook with them, or can I use them just like I do my button mushrooms. The other thing that I've been looking, it's Wagyu. I'll look up the spelling. Beef. And it's aged beef. Now, I think it's aged about 60 days. So I would look at their cut beef and I'd go, why is this $30 a pound? This is ridiculous, blah, 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 blah. Right? And they cut them in really thin, paper thin kind of pieces. If you've ever gone to a hibachi, they have these really thin pieces of meat that you cook at your table. Well, that's how they slice them. But I looked at it and I went, well, if it's this expensive and this good, you only need a little tiny wee bit, right? And I believe in the Oriental culture, there's not much meat in their meals. Well, I didn't want to do the $29.99 a pound, but they did have, what is this? Beef flank steak sliced, so it's sliced like that Wagyu thing, and it says harvested in the United States, and this is $9.99 a pound. And yes, that's a little more than I pay for beef most of the time, but look at how it's cut. It's all these tiny little pieces. They're sliced. And so I'm looking at this. This is 1 pound, almost 1 pound. And for me, 1 pound is 4 meals. Actually, it could be more than, because sometimes I only have like 3 ounces. So this could be 4 to 5 meals for me. So let's say it's 5 meals, and just let's round it up to $10. The meat's going to run me $2. But it'll take very little time to cook. And if I wanted to skewer this and do a kebab, this would be easy to kebab. So this is something new, and I don't buy flank steak normally, so I didn't do that. I did that. And then, looking at their meats, I got a beef skinned eye of the round, so you can price it in your area, but I think $3.79 a pound is really a good price for the eye of the round. And I haven't cooked one of these in forever. I've been doing like ribeye steaks and T-bones and those kind of things, because they've been, I go to Winco and I get those really inexpensive. Okay. The other thing I got there, and I haven't been able to find it at a reasonable price in my seed catalogs, is Chinese cabbage, Napa cabbage. I love it. It runs about, if it's on sale, it's 59 cents a pound there at the store. And it was on sale today, but I still had some cabbage left from the last time I bought it. So I want to grow it. I want to grow it because, like I said, when I buy one of those heads, I try to find the smallest head possible, and they are dense and they're heavy. Usually I wind up paying $4 or $5 for one, but that one will last me a good number of meals, at least 5 meals. So I'm going to get that, find out when, but it's Chinese or Japanese on the back, but there is some English there. The other thing that I'm going to try, and it looks like regular, but this is Oriental basil. It's called Chinese basil. So I'm going to get that planted this year. What else did I get? Oh, yes, snow peas. You know, when you go to a Chinese restaurant and you got snow peas, and these were $1.49 a pound. They were much cheaper. Now, when they bag these, they bag everything up, so you can't just pick through it, and this was like the smallest bag for me. So I got that. The other thing I got while I was there, and it's ugly now, I got dessert. And their desserts are awesome, and they're feather light. And this has got cream and strawberry and kiwi on it and blueberries, but it had like a little face on it, a whipped cream in the middle. So I got that. That was $1.79. But the other thing I got was this. And I picked it up, looked at it, said, oh, it's some kind of melon. I don't know what it tastes like, but I got the smallest piece I could. And I took a picture of the price tag and the name of it, so I'll put the name of this up here somewhere underneath to let you know what the name of it is. But I asked the woman at checkout, and she wasn't quite, her English wasn't very good. But what she said to me is, this, she went, this. Yeah, and I went, uh-huh. She said, no, 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 no. I said, all right. Then she turned it over, and she said, this. No, 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 no. So no to the rind and no to the middle. But the great thing is this got lots of seeds. You know what I'm thinking. Save the seeds and see if I can grow some if I like it. It's kind of about the size of a watermelon. And then I said sweet, and she said soup. Using soup. She kept saying soup. And then she looked at me and said pork. So I'm looking at this and I'm going, is this kind of like a zucchini or a, some other kind of gourd? So squash, might be a squash, kind of squash. So we'll figure out how to cook that. And if I remember, I'll tell you about it. Okay, so that's at Ranch 99. Before, while I was waiting on Olivia, she was running late, it was a Ross Dress for Less. And what I went in Ross for, so thrifting with a purpose. I went into Ross because I'm replacing all of my pots. I've got aluminum pots, and I did a hair test. I got aluminum in my hair, and so I was looking for heavy metals. So I want to get, the only thing I could think of that I really get aluminum for, one, you get aluminum in vaccinations, which I don't do, and I have aluminum pots. So I'm replacing all my really good aluminum pots because they're pitted. And you've seen some of them in my cooking videos. But they didn't have any. I saw nothing today. But, remember I told you, I now have a new grandchild. I got soft tip spoons for her. Munchkin spoons. Aren't they cute? They're really cute. And I got them for $2.99, regularly $5. So that was a good deal. Something unexpected. And I'm beginning, I have some, but I decided to go because I'm always misplacing it in the house, or I'll leave it at home and it's not in the car, so I try to keep them in my purse. But these are reusable straws. And they had a pack of 48, but I didn't need 48, so I got 24. So a couple of my friends are going to be getting reusable straws, and these are $1.99. Now, they're pretty big, but they're plastic. They're not bendable, so they're that hard plastic. So when I'm out, this will be something that I use when I am out. And $1.99, and what did I say, $2.99 for the spoons? Yes. So $3, $4, $5 for that. Okay, so I leave. So basically, I went to Ross first. We went to the party store, got that all done. Went to Walmart. I got a couple things at Walmart, like my distilled water, because I use distilled water making my coffee and my colloidal silver. We'll talk about that another day. And then after we left Walmart, Olivia went, because they're looking apartment hunting, and then I wound up at Ranch 99. So on the way home, I started thinking about the fact that when I go to a thrift store, there's a couple of things. I always wind up going in there with a purpose. I'm not going in to buy clothes. So today's purpose was to go in and see if they had any good knives in their collection. I've gotten, now y'all can look this up. I got a Hinkle knife. I've gotten Chicago cutlery knives. I've gotten really expensive knives, $1.99, $2, but they're really good knives. Come home, clean them up, disinfect them, and they're fantastic. So I went in looking for knives, and the thrift store has changed hands. The Christian Community Action has turned it over to a company to run this store. So they've reorganized the whole thing. And so I went on the shelf looking, and I could not find the knives, but there was a little bin that said tools. So I went in there, and in a plastic bag, so they bag up and group things together, were 2 really good can openers. I didn't need these. Okay? And you don't want to thrift shop and just pick up stuff you don't need. But hold on. So I didn't need these, but these were in the bag. Here is one of those vegetable peelers that I've always wanted to try. I've got the regular kind, but I wanted to try this kind. And it's got the little thing on the end where you can dig out the hole. You know, most of the vegetable peelers today, the newer ones, do not have this little piece. They used to have this little tip on the end where you could dig out the eyes of potatoes or dig out a rotten part on a vegetable. Well, this one does. Now, when I went to my orientation class for my pastry arts training, which I'll be telling you about, he said that this wasn't necessary and they weren't, you know, he said get the regular kind, but I wanted to try it. So this was in the bag. So the 2 can openers and this, but the reason I bought the bag the most is this was in the bag. It is a wine stopper. Now, if any of you know about wine stoppers, and if you've ever seen them in the store, you know this guy is about $12 to $15 if you're in a winery. If you're in the wine shop or you're at one of the big shops, and this was there because of this heavy tip, and it's metal. It's got a nice gasket around it so it'll go into the wine bottle and stay. And then we've got this cut glass. Alright, so in that bag were these 2 items, and this. Of all of these, this was what I wanted, and this was secondary. And I already have can openers, but these are fairly new, so I'll just put them off to the side, and when the other one starts to rest, I will pull them up there. So this is the purpose. But this wasn't why I went in the shop. So I couldn't find the silverware. So I finally went up to the front desk and they said, oh, silverware is now up front. And so I went in and knives. So I went through the boxes and yeah, it was yucky, yucky, yucky. So when I'm looking for a knife, I always look to see if the metal goes all the way into the shaft. And then that has things that hold that in. So the knife will not fall apart. This one has that nice shape so when you put your hand on it, it fits and your fingers go right into the groove. Right? So I saw this, but it was all packaged up in a piece of cardboard and it was cellophane all up. So I was going, okay, I don't know, but I wanted this. And then got this one, and what was interesting, they were both turned like this, all right, face down. Thankfully, one of them, let's see, let me pull this out. I like the sheath, okay. I think they were in there wrong, okay. No, they were in there right. It was just that it wasn't down all the way. Wasn't down all the way. And I could peek and I could see on here the G-O and the Y. G-O on the first line and Y on the bottom. I knew it was a Chicago cutlery knife. And I don't know why they put put them in the package this way. Somebody just put it in, because had they turned them face up, I would have seen immediately Chicago cutlery. These are good knives. Now, this Chicago cutlery, this is a more expensive Chicago cutlery because of the way the shaft is done. This is a less expensive one. It's lighter too, even though it's smaller, they can be heavy. But the shaft goes all the way down, and it has the rivets. And this is also a really nice Chicago cutlery knife. Now, the problem with this one, which you won't see otherwise, is that the tip has been cut off. But I don't care. I sharpen this baby up, and it will do its job. I won't worry about the tip. And the third one, it's like part of the set I bought for going to pastry class. This is one of the knives. And this is a, what's it called? Oh, this one is core. This isn't a squish. This looks just like a squish. And this says core on the side and not squish. Alright. Well, my daughter washed these and they need dry. So they're still wet. I'll take them out of the thing. Alright, you ready for what I paid for these guys? Alright. Now we know a knife like this, or you may not know, but I know a knife like this by itself will go for about $8.99. Just by itself. I've seen them kind of that. So between $5.99 and $8.99, so in there. I'm going to go $8.99 with that. This really good Chicago cutlery knife, even though it appears to be by itself. Normally it's in a set. This is a utility knife. This will go for $10.99, $9.99, and I'm talking full retail, $10.99. And then this little one, it'll probably be $6.99. And I may be off. You all might be able to find it. So I went through that box. I mean, I was going through each one of the boxes. I saw one that had a boning knife in it, but then I looked at the other knives that were with it, and I said, I can go buy a boning knife if I needed one. Okay, I think I have a Chicago cutlery boning knife in the camper. So if I need it for my class. Anyhow, these three knives, expensive that they were. So let's say 10 and 6, 16 and 8, let's say $24, $25 for the three of these knives. I got them for $3.99. Now, thrifting with a purpose is saying we go and we be thrifting and we pay attention to what we're buying. In there, I did one impulse buy at the thrift shop. This was kind of an impulse buy, but I collect these anyway, and I like these, and I drink a lot of wine. My impulse buy was this. It says Cook's Grill, and it's a holder for kebabs. So 8-piece easy kebab loader. The problem is there are no skewers. The skewers are missing. But guess what? I don't care. Because I've got the wood skewers and I have metal skewers here. Okay, down in the cupboard there. So like I said, with that one meat, I could do that. So let's say that, you know, I'm having company and I'm making kebabs and I'm going to go out on the deck and I'm going to have the kebabs. Well, here's the space to put the skewers will come out of, and I don't have to worry about a problem, right? So the skewers sit right on top of there. Now, I'm thinking that there's there was something that was supposed to hold these together, but I'm just going, all I need to do is, I can have this in the refrigerator and have the kebabs marinating, so this is 6. Or if I'm making a bunch of kebabs and we're not marinating, I can do 12. So this goes kind of with my grill. On top of that, right over here in the corner is my power air fry oven, and guess what? It has kebabs too. So I can make the kebabs for it and store them on this, marinate them in my refrigerator. Okay, so that's my haul for today. And with purposeful, thrifty shopping. Buying things that I am definitely going to use. Buying things that I am, what I want to say, I need or I've wanted to do. And I'll probably do a few more purposeful thrifty shopping when I find some good deals. Well, just a little pop in the middle of this video. I got, so I have my food saver, and so I got 5 meals out of the flank steak, and I took the ribeye round. I made 3 steaks and 1 little roast, 1 small roast. So I'm just going to seal up the bag. And I'm going to put a small roast in it. Oops. Yeah, lay flat. I love it when they work right. So what is this? This is wrong pen. So this is the eye of round. And the eye of the round was $4.70. Therefore, 1, 2, 3, this might wind up being 2 meals, but I'll just count it as 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to count this as 2. 10. So 9 and 4 is 13, and 70 and 16. So I'm going to say $14. So the meat is running me $1.40 per meal for this. And personally, I think that's pretty good for some good beef. Now, if I was doing chicken, and the chicken was what, I buy the chicken legs by the 10-pound bag, they're 59 cents a pound. I can get for under $1. But $1.40 for some good beef, I think that's good. Alright, take care. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the bell so you're notified when I'm there. I'd appreciate the thumbs up. So thank you. I appreciate you for watching my show, clicking on it, and staying with me until the end. So I'm Beverly Fells Jones, the Silver Fox of Consciousness, and I'll see you in the next video.